A time when flesh and bone alligators made San Jacinto Plaza an oasis in downtown El Paso, and a gator that allowed a group of UTEP students to make their mark on campus is in tonight's special assignment. Let's rewind to El Paso in 1889.
In 1889, San Jacinto Plaza was relatively new in El Paso.
Right in the center of a new town square, a man-made pond appeared in the Chihuahuan desert.
Yeah, perfect.
These pictures are now archived by the El Paso County Historical Society.
Seems like one of the city planners, he wanted to have a live alligator swimming in the water that was at San Jacinto Plaza.
As time went by, Diaz says more alligators kept arriving in pairs. The reptiles were an attraction for about 80 years.
There was a pair named Chama and Zal in the 60s after, the Chamizal.
He says there was Jack and Jill.
And people certainly loved to go and see them.
Then there was Oscar and a prank that lives on to this day on the UTEP campus.
The 1952 Great Alligator Caper.
The prank was printed in local newspapers and imprinted in Willie Quinn's memory.
The fact that it was perpetrated by the Alpha Phi Omega engineering and fraternity members. There were 7 of them that were involved in this thing.
One of them, Samuel Vandiver, was a journalist. After more than 2 decades of silence, he wrote for Nova magazine about what he called the Great San Jacinto Raid of December 10, 1952. Vandiver wrote, "They were all at an age when nobody dies and that life was to be seized." He said the group was drinking in the Kern Place Tavern when the idea to steal an alligator came up. They needed more liquid courage, so they went to Juarez. They returned to a silent night in San Jacinto Plaza.
And, they did a little persuasion of the guard that was on duty down there, or distraction of the guard, I guess I should say.
Vandiver wrote that he distracted the guard and then turned around to find his comrades had lassoed the gator's jaws shut.
They could get the alligator into the truck, bring him up to the campus here, and they placed the alligator in one of their beloved professor's office, Dr. Howard Quinn.
The following morning, there he was in the geology building.
And he started thrashing around and sort of raised a little bit of havoc with Doc Quinn's books and his desk and everything.
An alligator, the El Paso Herald later reported, was named Oscar. It's reported Oscar weighed close to 400 pounds. He was almost 60 years old. City Parks Department lassoed him again and took him back to San Jacinto.
We thought at that time, and we still think, that it was innocent fun.
The gator became a staple not only in the city of El Paso, but also at UTEP. Now there's a gator camp, a program that encourages students to get involved on campus, but of course, without breaking the law.
The lagartos are one of those unique things in El Paso that people always remember. Watching these alligators, there's something in the memory that evokes a very special time of togetherness and being in a very special place as well.
Now, we should mention that Willie Quinn and Dr. Quinn were not related. Unfortunately, the gators were removed at around 1965 because people were abusing them and even killing them in some situations. The gators were moved to the El Paso Zoo, and the city now tells me the last original San Jacinto gator died at the zoo at the